Hello there, Coach Peter Pocklington here. You know, one of the questions I'm most often asked is, what do you do for families? What's in it for my family? Well, let me give you just a quick example of what we do. Our mission is to help families to financial freedom by helping them become properly protected, debt-free and financially independent. Now, to 100 people by the age of 65, what happens? 54 become dependent. What's that mean? They can't take care of themselves financially. 36 are working. By the way, do 65-year-olds work because they have to or because they want to? 5 are dead. 4 are stable, which means they have $1 million in assets, meaning they get about $50,000 a year from that. And 1 is wealthy, $5 million in assets. 5 make it, 95 don't. So you ask yourself what? Well, what did they know? What did the 5% know? Well, the 95 had no plan, no coach, no financial education, while most of the 5 were business owners, owned a business. So what do? What would you be doing if you joined in our crusade? You'd be helping people get to the 5%. What percentage would most people like to be in? The 5. Where are they? The 95. Big market, right? Well, let me give you an example. This is what we do for families, and we don't charge a fee for it. If you had an extra $500, $600 and you're the typical working class person, are you going to use that $500 to buy a financial plan? No, right? So you're not going to end up with one. You see, all the other firms charge as much as they can get, usually $600 to $1,000 for such a plan. So here's a before and after. We teach families how to build a strong financial house. Now, if you were in a house and it had a crack in the foundation, would you be comfortable going to sleep at night there, knowing that it had a crack in the foundation? Your regular house? Would you? No, right? Well, when people don't have adequate life insurance and they've got people dependent on their income, when they have loved ones dependent on their income, that's like a crack in your financial foundation. So we start with the foundation, which is life insurance. Well, actually, it's income protection for your family. And for example, the family had $250,000 in cash value on the husband, $150,000 on the wife, and none on the kids. Now, this is the kind of insurance that has savings in it, by the way. But is that enough coverage? If the husband and wife die, will it take care of the family? Well, we did the plan, and it said, based on what they told us, that they needed $750,000 on the husband, $450,000 on her, at a 35-year level term, meaning the premium is the same for 35 years and the coverage is the same. 35 years level protection, 35-year level premium, plus $25,000 on the kids for $130 a month, which is $270 a month less money for what? 3 times the coverage, right? So that's what we do there. By the way, if you did that for somebody, would they be happy? If you did that for somebody, would you be happy? Would people be embarrassed to introduce you to their friends if you could help them in the same way? Do you see why we get so many referrals? Well, that's just one area. An area in which we save the family $270 a month and triple the coverage. How would you feel about you if you could do that for someone and get paid for it? Pretty great, right? Now, they also had no legal protection or identity theft protection. We were able to set them up with a legal product where they could get a will, get representation, and get identity theft protection. We worked on the credit score. They had auto insurance, so we made a 10-minute phone call, saved them $50 a month on that. 1 out of 3 times we actually saved people money on that one. They had investments, $10,000 in a 403B, which is like a 401k at work. They were putting $200 a month into it. It was averaging 6%, and there was no match. There's $2,000 in the college plan, $50 a month going in at 6%. They had no emergency fund. So what do they do if the heating goes in the winter and they've got no money? Credit cards. So now it becomes a debt issue. Not good. That 18-year-old child is going to have $16,000 to go to college. How much college is that going to pay for? $16,000. How much college is that going to pay for? At retirement, they're looking at $261,000. What kind of retirement is that going to give them? So we showed them how to invest $1,500 a month. By the way, where did they get that money? It was money they were already spending. So we got the Roth IRAs, put them in mutual funds, put college funds together, built an emergency fund, and at 18 there'll be $100,000 for college. Better, right? And at 60 they'll have over $3 million for retirement. Can they retire on that? Now then there's their debt situation. They were spending $2,700 a month, 14 payments, including their mortgage. Going to be out of debt in the year 2050. We showed them how to reduce their payment to $2,011, one payment, $740 a month saved, and get them out of debt 12 years sooner. What did that do for them? A lot, right? Well, how about income tax? We find out that they were paying about $2,000 a month in taxes. They were getting a big refund. So we were able to make some adjustments, and we got them $340 a month in their pocket. Because when you get a refund, why do you get it? Overpayment to the government. How much interest does the government pay you for your money? None. So let me ask you a question. If this were you, and we could do this for you, what would you do? If that was your story, if you could go to families and do this for them, how many would change to the new program? Can you see why we're looking for more people to help educate families? By the way, how much new money did we ask for? None. Now some people really believe they're not salespeople. They can't do what we do. But that's also why so many people come aboard with us who've got no sales experience. Because normally in sales you have to convince somebody they need something, right? And then that they can do what? Afford it. Well, here they already needed it. They were already doing these things. They were already spending the money. So how much new money did we ask for? None. So is this sales? No. It's financial education. Literally. It's what you don't know, what nobody else is teaching you, that is costing you your financial freedom. There are so many families to help and so little time. So call me at 484-222-3149 to learn more about what we do and explore what's in it for you. Why not investigate how just by helping families, you can help the family that's most important to you, yours. Again, that's 484-222-3149. You can ask for me, Peter Pocklington, and I look forward to answering your questions and speaking to you personally. Look forward to hearing from you. That's 484-222-3149. Talk to you soon.